sensory bottle that I'm going to show you today involves a lot of glitter, and it's going to be super fun. It reminds me of a space galaxy swirling around, and it's going to be super fun. What you're going to need is a bottle of clear glue. I have a 4 fluid ounce bottle, and I put it in a clear container. I've already poured it. You can see it here on the bottom. I use the clear container I found. You can use any clear plastic or glass container that you have around the house, and you just have to take off that label. I also have some fine glitter here and some warm water. That will come in handy in just a little bit. So again, I poured my glue into the bottom of my clear container, and I'm going to fill this up almost all of the way. Again, this is warm water. And now this is my favorite part. I'm going to sprinkle in some glitter. And I'm going to close the lid. It's your choice if you want to seal it with hot glue or super glue, and then add a little bit of tape around it for extra measure, or to keep it extra tight. Close it up and give it a shake. There you have it. I'll give you a close-up too. Now we're on to sensory bottle number 2. For this sensory bottle, you will need water, baby oil, a liquid food coloring or a liquid watercolor, and a clear container. The first thing you'll need to do is add more food coloring, food dye, liquid watercolor into your clear container. Just a little bit will do. Now we're going to take our water and pour until we reach about halfway up our container. You can see I filled a little bit higher than halfway, and that's okay. Our measurements don't have to be exact. Now I'm going to take my baby oil and fill up the rest of my bottle. Almost there. And now all there is left to do is put the cap back on. Now, like our previous bottle, you can seal the cap using a hot glue or a super glue, and then covering up the cap with tape, but that's your choice. And as you look closely, you'll see that 2 layers are separating. The oil and the water are separating, and wonder why that is. Have fun with the STEM-inspired sensory bottle. Now, for our third and last sensory bottle, this will involve going on a bit of an adventure outside to gather nature materials so that you can have a sensory bottle that is nature inside your hands that you can explore. So this could be rocks, sand, gravel, maybe some pine cones, maybe some sticks, maybe some leaves, or even some of these little acorns. What you're going to do is arrange them any way you'd like. I'm going to add my sand first. It's nice to even hear the sand going inside the bottle. Now some gravel. And I'm going to choose some of these skinny pine rocks. And maybe a leaf. Let me see if I can fit this leaf inside. Last but not least, I'm going to add some. See if I can get a little. for this sensory bottle, you can choose not to seal your bottle just in case you want to add more, or maybe take out some things and add different items. It's really up to you. And now you have a nature sensory bottle that you can explore, so have fun. Thank you so much for exploring these sensory bottles with me.